Today is a 18th of December 2022. It's the 1 week till Christmas Day. This is the 30-year anniversary of when I have a corona attack. Like when I couldn't breathe at certain time, either when I lie down or if I'm thinking of something or if I look at some TV show and related to being sinful. To be where I am a Christian and I am sensitive to software might get me in trouble with God or get me in trouble with something. So I rather try be good. Anyway, beautiful. I do lie, do lot, I do chill and even talk back if I feel like my loved one having a go at me. I do take up for myself, but sometimes you just let it go. My dad did agree. He one who got me to fight back at school. Like, tell me somebody hit you, hit them back. To be fair, he was born around the 1950, and back in them time, petting in a third world country he lived at in St. Vincent, people act like animal at work than caveman. It don't matter than black, Hindu or Latino, and they don't dress clothes and dress tidy smarter than caveman. That's the only difference between caveman and Caribbean people back then. And they like to beat up kids for fun, in my view. And that you do execute you be a little bit bad fun, you get to have a break and hit you for fun. That's my opinion on it. Disagree if you want to, but it's true. Anyway, we all have an opinion. It is part of freedom in England. I already checked the law and the rule. Anyway, for real this time, it's snowing. It might have been snowing till Monday between 11th of December 2022 to the 12th of December 2022. It might have snowed for 2 or 3 hours. It stopped snowing at 2 a.m. on Monday. That's about 5 or 6 days ago nearly. It snowed a few hours after I did a community Christmas carol for like some community fair. They have it in the community center in San, some little village. You got decorate spread and you see like an old fashioned church. A separate invented by a church a few years ago or a few decades ago. Later church used it our a church to part of our main religion, not of Christianity, but our part of Christianity, part of evangelical Latter-day Saint church, the part of a church they invented. Anyway, we believe a Sabbath is on a Saturday and not on a Sunday. We believe in a Jewish Sabbath between sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday. It is Jewish Sabbath day. We order a real Sabbath day where God day not just the Jewish but all people to keep a Sabbath day holy between sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday, no matter where you are on earth or in the world. Anyway, we're into the equivalent to anyway. But Sunday is a fake Sabbath and it will actually be a mark of a beat if you worship on Sunday. And if you're hardly far away from Jesus, it'd be harder to worship. You also be harder to not be. You also have a mark by default if you not near enough to Jesus, you will lose him forever. You have to worship every morning, afternoon, and even before you go to bed. It leads. about 4 or 5 times a day. Try be genuine. Try to research or read the Bible. When you read the Bible, do research or even look at the preacher. You're spending time with Jesus, especially if you listen to gospel song before, after, or during the preaching. At least spend about 3 to 6 hours a day with God. Even if you're not Sabbath day, that'll make God happy and that will make you happy. If you feel like you don't want to look at some TV program you look at, even though you don't think it's that bad, or do you want to look at porn, do you want to play video games, do you want to go shopping all the time, do you want to do a lot of stuff, even if it's mad to be social or mentally healthy, but you feel more better spending time alone, reading and talk about Bible and you know your friends will like it. Try to cover them if they are questioning about it. Don't try to force it on them, but try to cover it naturally and ask God to help you witness for Him. Ask Him to take over when you're struggling or be feeling nervous or afraid. And when you feel like the Holy Spirit touching your heart, and let Him take over for you. And do not be afraid, even if they kill you. Like, not saying that will happen, but if you reach to that point where they kill you for preaching, do not be afraid. Don't let them do it. God will deal with them. Jesus will deal with them. You don't have to have that type of responsibility. Just do a work of God, and you feel more physically and mentally and spiritually happy. And when you spend more time, you will know what they mean when they spiritually happy. More you learn about them through Kindle Bible, through other books to help. If you want to look for a nominating, I think you should join my nominating at Seventh Day Advented. No matter how scary it is, no matter how much they take, you will probably regret it. That'd be a third target for a marker for B to attack to pull people out. Do not target, do not lead and do not let that scare you. It's a truth, it's a hard truth, but it's true. Anyway, I don't know, anyway, it might snow again, and like the people say, climate change. It's not really climate change, it's really overworked it, but because we're moving far away from Jesus, not, not, not saying you per se, not saying you, but mean like your country, like a planet moving away from Jesus. Like in the last couple of years, there wasn't that much belief in God. Like, for example, people used to go to church, even people who are 80 used to go to church for like Christmas or Easter to celebrate with the community, you know? Some people used to pray, even if you're not a Christian or believe in God that much. Some people used to pray before they eat dinner, like great, you know, pray for great. Some people used to do stuff like that. They don't do it anymore. They're on TikTok or Facebook talking about how Elon Musk is the future and how he might buy America one day and how he might get away with buying Twitter, or talk about if Will Smith will be invited into Hollywood, or talk about Chris Rock and how he didn't talk back and how Chris, you know, them type of stuff. And if you're already confused what they're talking about, that one of the few reasons why you shouldn't be caught up with them thing, not on the internet, but with got the thing, even out in the street, in the market, in town, in city, wherever you live, or wherever you, even in your community center. Try to talk about positive, like how to help environment, or how to help other people who are struggling with bills, especially energy and food bills. Some people have to sacrifice food or sacrifice energy. And that's not even a joke. It happened in countries like England and America, probably them big rich country, and possibly to be powerful in air quotes, in how capital, possibly powerful, then country alone and other countries like in Europe, Australia, say them, Japan, them with country, they have maybe more poor people than rich people, or lead a lot of them people, even though something not homeless, they have to pay lot of bill, lot of high bill and energy costs. Some people are to die than be homeless. And people, and that money apply. People pride hard to grow. Like some people hate a color of your skin because then people bully. Like that white man bully me because I'm black 10 years ago. But if he do it, I can phone the police and he will be in big trouble. Don't use that as a weapon, please. Don't use at them black people or white, them black people like to bully out the white people and like to use this cute. You enslaved our people 100 years ago and you bully us for a decade in our turn. And they probably will, some probably might believe right now because you white people like to bully and they would say, well, you're not allowed to be racist, you want to red, and they would believe right now because Black Lives Matter. Don't use it, don't fight back, don't retaliate. In fact, I made that mistake with my own dad yesterday in a car. I don't talk about it, it was an argument and hope I don't have to pay for a car door, but my point is, try not to argue, even if you might be right about something. Even if what you argue about, you might be on the right side, you might be right about it. Don't let the other person win if it would end the argument. Even though it will not the end, but it will stop any other argument from whatever you're arguing about. That letting that leave it there. Because being a bigger person, it not mean being right, but also it not that mean being right, but also it means doing the right thing, even if you have to sacrifice pride. Anyway, it might snow again one day. If it do, I'll make another video to upload on YouTube.